Are you guys there? Hello, everyone. I'm not sure if this is the same connection as the one that I posted, but I hope so. So tell me who you are in the chat and tell me where you're. Hey, Carol, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I don't know about you guys, but this is the most exciting Friday night I've had in a long time, at least, 7 months. What are we on day 187 of 15-day Slow the Curve? Anyway, hello, Jojo, Tara, Natalie, Ronnie, Mel. Oh, hi, Mel. Nice to see you. Hello, hello. This is so fun for me. What a great Friday night. Hi, Sherry from Vegas. Oh, hey, I'm in the Tahoe area, so I'm over on the Nevada side, so we're kind of close. Hey, Ronnie. Hi, Eileen. Hi, Barbara, Carol. Hey, if you guys have questions, go ahead and put them in the chat. I did get a lot of questions in my email, and I got a few on Instagram, so I'll be going through those today. Oh, hi, Mel. I'm so glad this is fun. For you too, I'll tell you what, this is the best Friday night I've had in a long, long time. So thank you guys all for showing up. Hey, Steph. Hey, Noel. Philadelphia. Let's see. Wheeling, Illinois. Vacaville. Hey, I was born and raised in Sacramento. Ohio, Los Angeles. Hey, SoCal. I was NoCal. Australia, Sydney, Australia. So I'm over on, I moved. You guys don't know that. I was living on the ocean and I just recently moved, but I'll tell you that whole story. Any experience with IPL facial from Texas? No, but I'm going to be looking into that. We're going to talk about everything beauty, makeup having to do with those older gals today. So ask anything and I'll share my experience or what I know. And it might be something that I'm planning on doing coming up really, really soon. So, if you have an interest, yeah, it might move it up, closer to the top of the list as far as the videos that I have coming up. Oh, Georgia, Philippines, welcome. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. Anyway, I want to hop in with a couple of things that are important for you guys if you're interested, so I don't forget. The first thing is I've got a whole bunch of stuff over here on the table to grab for you. Two things. It's a big weekend sale on devices, and someone messaged me, I believe it was on Insta, is on sale, and I believe it's Derm Store, and it's on sale for $149. And I put the link down below. I'm pretty sure it's Derm Store. So $149 for the mini. That's actually what I paid for it. So I got mine on sale. That's a really good price. I got mine at Macy's probably like a year ago. So that's a really good price. And then the NIRA, right after I posted my NIRA video on Thursday, if you guys didn't see it and you're interested, go check it out. I think I had some pretty good results. So I'm not, if it's a good fit for you, they are having a 50% off sale this weekend through the 16th. And the link and the code for the sale, it's BDay50, is down below. So if you're looking to get either one of these, now's a good time. I haven't seen either one of them for less. So that's a good heads up for those of you who are into your little handy tools. I'll go ahead and put them down over here. What are you guys drinking? I'm drinking this this little bubbly watermelon soda. It's called Waterloo Sparkling Water. It says watermelon. There's no watermelon taste. Nothing. I got nothing. So let's see, what do we have? Do you do TCA pills? I have not. I will be investigating that and probably doing one and then sharing with you guys what I think. Let's see, what is it supposed to do to your skin? Is that the NIRA or the New Face? Yeah, that is a really good price on the New Face. I have not actually seen the mini for less than $149. So if you've been sitting on the fence waiting for a good price, that's as best that I've seen. And the NIRA, 50% off. I've seen it for 30% off. 50% off is really, really good. Are there any studies about scrubbing your face with a brush? From what I have read and researched, there's not a lot of support for a real heavy manual exfoliation of your face. It seems that most of the dermatologists and the skincare specialists these days are really favoring a chemical exfoliation. just because it's gentler on the skin. A lot of skincare specialists really shy away from any kind of rough stuff on your skin manually. So I'm not sure about that. I know a lot of people use that exfoliating brush, you know, the one that goes round and round. I'm not remembering the name of it. So exfoliations, I use the AHA, BHA from The Ordinary, and then I also use a lactic acid on my skin, and that seems to work just fine. Have you tried the Hydrofacial? I haven't even heard of it, but I'll put it on my list. If you need to really remember that, you might post that on my Instagram. Upper lip vertical lines drive me nuts. I know, I've got them too. It's probably not my biggest concern on my face. Clearly, you know, I've got the troughs underneath my eyes, and then the marionette lines are my biggest concern. I think the NIRA really has made a difference in these marionette lines, which was really surprising to me. Makeup for people with freckles. Oh, I love freckles. I think they're so pretty. You might not, maybe because you always have them. I've never had them. I think that they're so pretty. I guess if I had freckles, I would try to use Fresh Look. At least that's what I think. Looking for the best under eye cream for wrinkles. Have you found anything that works? Oh, here's the deal with under eye creams, and I've done a lot of research because Lord knows, you know, I've got under eye issues. Finding a cream that's specific for the skin of the eyes really isn't necessary, because anything you put on your entire face is going to work underneath your eyes as well. You don't need something different. So if you're using a retinol or a retin-A or tretinoin product on your skin, then that will work up into your under eyes as well. Anything that you put on your face, you can put underneath your eyes. What I do sometimes is I'll use an extra on the backs of my hands, so it's all complete. What can you use for necklines? Wow, that's, you know, I have them, and they are better from using the New Face. I noticed that when I use the New Face, my skin, my neck seems a little bit tighter. And the reason that is that it tightens up the muscles underneath your skin, which then tightens up the skin. I don't have sensitive skin, so I use my tretinoin, which I get through Curology, down my neck. So I'm hoping that that's going to have some kind of impact in the future. If you have super sensitive skin and you don't feel like you can do that, you could go ahead and get a retinol product. I know The Ordinary makes some good retinols that are gentle, and you can start in and try that and see if that works. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to hop into the questions on my phone, and I hope I can read them. I have my contact in. If I don't, I hope my glasses are in here in case I can't read them. Hey, and Nancy, can you post in the comments, and I'll go ahead and promote you to moderator. My girlfriend Nancy is here, and she's helping me today in case we get any little trolls that that jump on. So let's see if Nancy can post over here. The image is not good. Are you guys not seeing me? Are you hearing me clearly? And with the questions that you guys emailed me. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Okay, the first question, and thank you guys, all of you who sent in questions via email. Thank you so much. I know some of you sent questions on Instagram as well. Let's see, the first question is from Kathleen. Let's see. And she said, what is your favorite pink eyeshadow palette? Well, that's a loaded question because I have a lot of pink eyeshadow palettes. At least I have three. I have three that I really like. And I pulled them out to show you guys tonight. If you're looking for just straight pink, in other words, just pink, the Blush Crush palette from ColourPop is the ticket. This is such an inexpensive palette. I think it's maybe $12 or something like that. And it has a beautiful pink color here. And palettes is that every now and then they have a real glittery shimmer in there that doesn't work for my over 50 skin. You know, it's just not something that suits me. But this is a really pretty palette. There's some beautiful pink shades in here, and it really creates a lovely look. And I've worn it in a few videos lately, and you guys seem to like it. So the Blush Crush palette is one. The other one that I like, if you're interested in a more sort of peachy look, you know, kind of pink, but a little bit more peachy, is Sweet Talk from ColourPop. And all these are from ColourPop. That's so funny. I love this palette. This is one of my favorite looks to do with this little peachy toned palette. So if you're into peaches, this is a great one. Again, it's like $12 on the ColourPop website, super affordable. And then the last one, which is kind of surprising, is Give It To Me Straight palette from ColourPop. This looks like it's kind of a brown neutral palette, but it's really not. When you actually get into it, the colors are really, they really tone out to kind of a, it's just prettiest kind of peachy, rosy color. So, so pretty. And then it has some plums down here at the bottom. So all three of these are kind of my favorite go-tos when I'm looking for something that's more in the pink colorway. Okay, so can't see what you're holding. Oh, I'm sorry, very pixelated. I wish I could do something about the connection, but this is as good as we got, and I'm not seeing any error up there. Is everyone seeing it in a funny way? I just see Humorous Pahadi saying it's not coming out very clear. Oh, I'm sorry, there's some delay. Okay, well, it sounds like we're having a little bit of delay. Let me know if it starts getting good again and you guys can hear me and see me clearly. Okay, let's hop into the next question. I'll go ahead and move through these. Let's see, Linda. Oh, a lot of you asked me if I would link what I'm wearing and the makeup I'm using in my videos. And I haven't been doing that because, you guys, to be honest with you, I just started this channel as sort of a fun thing, and then it just took off, and I'm kind of still catching up with all the things that I feel like I need to be doing. And that's one of the things that I have a goal to do. So I'm really going to start trying to write down what the jewelry I'm wearing and the clothes I'm wearing and the makeup I'm wearing in my videos. And I'll just bear with me while I catch up with that little thing. Oh, and what I want to tell you is, here's a little, I'll start right now. If you're on my email list, I sent out an email this morning with a few little updates. And one of the updates was this dress I'm wearing. And I know that you can't see the whole dress, but this is that little ballet dress that I had in my email this morning that's at Target for $20. It's like the best dress, and I've been wearing it everywhere. It's like a really heavy jersey feel. And so it's working for me really, really well. So go ahead and check it if you're interested in this kind of dress. So it comes in black. I looked on the website right before I got on, and I linked it down below. It comes in black. They have black left and red, and then a kind of a really pretty sort of aqua color. So if you're interested, $20, it's my favorite summer dress so far. How do you get on the email list? You just go over to the website, prettyover50.com, and there'll be a little pop-up. You'll see my face, and you just type in your name and your email address. It's free. You know, you can sign up for free. And I send an email out generally every week, kind of updating you guys with what's new over on the channel and, you know, other things that I find. So it's a really good way to stay in the loop. And I'm really going to start including products that I find are a good buy, or things that are on sale, or just keep you guys updated because I'm keeping an eye on it. And that way, you know, you can get some insider tips really easily. Do what you feel you should keep this fun thing. Thank you. I'm glad that this is fun for you. Okay, next one, Paula. What hairspray do you suggest? You know, hair is a tough thing, and I'm just now moving into hair products on my channel. And to be honest with you, I tried a hairspray that Jessica Braun suggested. I love Jessica Braun. If you don't watch her, honestly, I could be her mother, probably even close to being her grandmother, but I love her channel. She's just a young thing. And she had suggested the Bedhead hairspray. She loves it. And so I saw it on sale at Ulta, I think. And I went ahead and bought two cans of it because I thought, oh my gosh, it's got to be really, really good because Jessica Braun loves it so much. And I got it, and not so much, not for my hair. It makes it really stiff and crackly, and it doesn't brush out really well, and it just leaves my hair really, really sticky. So I can't say the Bedhead worked for me. The hairspray that I'm really finding works for me right now is still the Kenra 25, and gosh, I've been using that for 20 years. You know, it's an OG messaged me on Instagram to let me know of a few that you tried and that you really like. So I'm going to check those out. I'll test them and then get back with you guys and let you know. You just got a cool leopard print shirt from Old Navy for $8.40 and a pair of jeans along with the new base. You know, that's my whole skincare routine, really. And if you've seen my beginning skincare 1 and beginning skincare 2, and I have to do beginning skincare number 3, I haven't filmed that one yet. If you watch those 2 videos, it'll really give you a basis of what I think based on my experience. And I'm not a doctor, I'm not a dermatologist, I'm not an esthetician, I'm not a nail tech, I'm not a plumber, you know, decided to do a deep dive into skincare and stuff for older women. But I share, and I really lay it out for you. And I'm going to do another video as well to really try to break it down in a real simple way, because I get so many emails from you guys that you're so confused about what to do and when to layer skincare and what to use. And I get it. It's really confusing now because there's so many products on the marketplace. It's not like what it was when we were younger. You know, you put a little Pond's cold cream on your face and go to bed and you were doing good. It's much different now. But the fact is that when you really break down a good skincare program, it's super easy, super easy. And I'll be doing a layering video. I'm going to film it this weekend, and it'll probably go up next year, and how to really place the products in and how to really choose the products. So hopefully that will be helpful. You use the, okay, here's someone that uses the Aussie hairspray. Thanks, Ronnie. Love your channel. Just order, oh, you just ordered the NIRA. I hope you love it. If you order the NIRA and you use it, keep me updated, because I want to be able to share what other people's results are. I have a suspicion that everyone's results are a little bit different depending on your skin type. So if you've used it, once you've used it for a couple of months, let me know, and then I can share it, and then it will help other people, because clearly my issues are going to be different than everyone else's issues. So it might help someone else along the way. Oh, you got the Curology. I love Curology. It's one of my favorite companies. And I was my favorite company before they ever even contacted me. I felt really lucky about that. Is the NIRA really worth the price? You know, that's up to you. Here's the thing I want to say to you guys about all the things that I review on my channel. And this is important. I am trying to review and educate me and you about everything that could possibly work for us over 50 gals. That does not mean that you need to buy everything. You don't. You know, you don't need to do any of it. What I want to provide for you is just information on each one of the modalities, each one of the types of products, each one of the little tools, so that if you're looking for the results that that tool provides, you'll know where to go and where to get information on it. It's not run out and buy this new next thing. That's not what it's about. It's more, think of the channel more as kind of a encyclopedia of information about what we can do for our over 50 skin, and I'll just share with you what has worked for me and what hasn't worked for me. So don't think that, you know, you need to go get something. I think the best way to look at it is to kind of define for yourself what the results are that you're looking for, and then try to find either the product or the tool that's going to give you those results. I think that'll be the most helpful. Okay, I'm going to go on to the next question. Okay, this is a good one. How often do you change skincare brands? Well, if I didn't have a YouTube channel, I'd never change it, because once you have a good skincare routine, you don't really need to change it unless your skincare needs change. But I do change up my skincare quite a bit because I'm always trying new things. And here, I'll show you what I'm trying right now. So I'm trying a whole line of products from MyoLift. Have you guys heard about MyoLift? Right here. So they have this little line of serums, and they sent them to me, and I've been trying them. So what I've been doing is that I've been using my Lubriderm to wash my face, but then instead of using my vitamin C, I've been using theirs and then all their other products. They have a hydrator, they have a little niacinamide. Oh, they have the Glow Maker. This is kind of a famous little product. If you're familiar with skincare, This Glow Maker is their vitamin C serum, and it comes with vitamin E and ferulic acid, so it's got the whole deal. This is pretty famous. A lot of people really love this. So if you're not interested in making your own vitamin C serum and you want a more affordable vitamin C serum, this is a real good one. I've been using this and I really like it. It has a nice slip to it. My vitamin C serum that I make at home is a little bit more watery. This has a nice slip to it and I like the feel. And then the other thing I want to tell you guys about is this Love 31 Precious Face Oil. If I get such a thrill when I put this on. It's not so much for what it does for my skin, but it is a very nice oil, but it's the way that it smells. If you don't like fragrance in your skincare, you will not like this at all. But I love it. It smells like gardenias, and I love gardenias. So I just get such a thrill at the end of the night when I get to put this on my face. So anyway, I'm trying the MyoLift. I'll give you guys kind of a little roundup of what I think about it, in a few weeks' time. I thought I would use it about 2 or 3 weeks and then, see how I like it and share it with you guys. Okay, so the next question from Lori is, do you need to change up hair products? Does your hair get used to the product line? I don't know. I've heard that before, and I think we probably have all heard it before. I do know that using a stripper from time to time, and what I mean by a stripper is like a baby shampoo, something that doesn't have a lot of, elements to go into your hair, that's just going to strip your hair and strip out all the products that you've been using on your hair for a while. That's about as all I know. I do know there are some great hair channels here on YouTube. So you might want to look up, find someone, and there's hair channels for every type of hair, like curly hair girls and straight hair girls and fine hair girls and that sort of thing. So you might find a channel that has something that has hair exactly like yours and find out what they're using. That might be helpful. I have actually been testing 2 brands of hair care products for the last probably close to 2 months now, and I'm really liking both of them. Here's the thing with hair care. I have yet to find drugstore priced hair care that I really could rave about. There is some drugstore hair care that I think is kind of okay, but nothing that I would say, oh my gosh, my hair's been better than it's ever been. Unfortunately, what I'm finding is that good hair care is a little bit more expensive. So I think that's just the way it's going to have to be. So if you're looking for specific hair recommendations for your hair type, I would definitely look on YouTube and try to find a channel that caters to your hair type. Hey, Lisa. I love gardenias too. So nice to see you, Lisa. I know you just tried to call me, but I didn't pick up the phone because I'm doing this. Anyway, I don't know what you wanted to say. Okay, I just read an article about hair care, and they say it's a myth that their hair gets used to products. Well, that's good information. Maybe someone can research that, and I'll research it too, and we can kind of get a consensus about what the deal is with hair. B-Day 50, yeah, that's the code for the NIRA. The link's down below and the code's down below, so hopefully that'll be helpful. All right. Okay, here's a really good question, and this is going to get a little bit, this is interesting for me, so I want you guys to chime in about this. Isabel wrote me an email about sunscreen and vitamin D and that whole thing. And her question was one that I've had too. In the skincare world, we all say, and I say it too, wear your sunscreen, wear your sunscreen, wear your sunscreen. That sun is going to age your skin more than anything else. And I do believe that there's truth to that. However, there's another area of study that says that vitamin D is one of the most powerful and important vitamins for us to get. And vitamin D from the sun is far superior than any vitamin D that we can take in capsule form. Now, I'm a vitamin D fan. I take 5,000 IUDs. I use IUDs, that's a different thing. 5,000 IUs of vitamin D every morning. However, I am really, really starting to sense that the vitamin D that I get from the sun is really valuable for my body. So I'm kind of on the fence about that. I know that they tell us to slather ourselves in sunscreen before we go outside, but there's a lot of people in the holistic health industry that will say that that's not a very helpful thing to do, that vitamin C is very important. And I do think that the fact that I know that when I've spent a day in the sun, like if I've been out on the lake or something, I feel so good at the end of the day. And I'm wondering if it has a mood elevating factor, all that vitamin D. So that's an interesting topic, and I don't really know the answer to it, but I think that there's a part of me that's really getting an intuitive sense that that vitamin D from the sun is really important for us. And I'm wondering if we're all getting enough vitamin D from the sun. Another thing I want to say about the sun is, and I was walking outside thinking about this question, and I looked up in the sun, and do you guys realize, is the sun a different color for you than it was when we were younger? When I was younger, the sun was yellow. The sun is white now. Does anyone have that experience? So tell me in the comments if that's how it's been for you too. Let's see. How long have you taken Restore? Okay, you're talking to Betty. Yes, yes. The natural sunlight is so important too. So that's Lisa saying that. Thank you. Which is why they used to send kids outdoors when they were young for vitamin D. Yeah, I think that that's the case, and I think it does a lot for our immune systems as well. So the fact that a lot of people are staying inside right now might not be the best thing for our immune system. Maybe getting outside and getting some sunlight would be good too. All right, so back to the question. So thank you, Lori. Oh, no, thank you, Isabel, for that question. I think that's a really good one, and I think I'm going to do some research about that. I do think that that's one of the topics that there's going to be different opinions on. Like some people, you know, I think that I will always wear wear sunscreen on my skin because I use tretinoin every night, and I know that it, you know, it really makes your skin more susceptible to a sunburn. I don't know about the rest of my body. There are some people that say that sun exposure, your skin will actually build up a tolerance to sun. And I have a really good friend who's a contractor, and he's in his 60s now, and he's been a contractor all his life. He has never worn sunscreen, never. He said from the beginning that he thought it was poison and never has, and, you know, does fine. So that's an interesting topic. Okay, Annie from Florida. Thank you, Annie, for this question. This is a good one. She says, if you're using vitamin C topically, a vitamin C serum on your skin, and you're also taking vitamin C orally, are you going to get too much vitamin C in your system? And the answer is no, because pee out the excess of the vitamin C. So you don't build up vitamin C in your system. I wish there was actually watermelon flavor in this watermelon flavor water. Here's the thing with vitamin C. The vitamin C that you get from your foods, like bell peppers and oranges and that sort of thing, and the vitamin C that you take orally, that does more for your skin than that serum you put on your face. So your body utilizes about 80% of the vitamin C that your body utilizes to affect your skin, and the tone and texture of your skin comes from the vitamin C that you ingest. The other 20% is from stuff that we put on our face. So we think we're doing really good by writing this vitamin C serum or making our vitamin C serum and doing it every day. But the fact is that the vitamin C that we actually consume, as long as it's healthy, hopefully organic, is going to do a lot more for our skin than, you know, those vitamins or that topical serum. So let's see. It Cosmetics Tinted Moisturizer. It has SPF 50. That's great. I've heard a lot about that, that tinted moisture, that it's really, really good. So I'm sure that I'll be trying that on the channel and telling you guys what I think about it. Okay, I want to show you another product line I've been testing, and I can't tell you how good it is because I have not used it. I'll tell you why I'm showing it to you. It has the most gorgeous packaging that I've ever seen. This stuff is so pretty, and the whole line it's kind of centered around sort of a honey theme. It's called Truly, and they sent this to me, and I just think this packaging is so Beautiful. Isn't that just the prettiest stuff? I haven't so much as opened any of these containers or smelled it or anything. This is a vegan collagen formula, anti-aging facial cleanser. I haven't even used it, but I do need to pull this out and use it and let you guys know. But I just thought this packaging was so very pretty. I wonder how it impacts the cost of the product. I know it's pretty packaging is really great. So I'll be trying this out and let you know. I haven't heard anything about it. It looks like it's vegan. It's probably cruelty-free as well, which is great. This is an anti-aging body cream for tighter, younger, plump skin. Well, I can certainly use that. So there we go there. All right. Let's see. We talked about the NIRA. We talked about that. Great. I think I'm doing good. All righty. The Ordinary founder, Brandon Truex, did an interesting interview with Nadine Baggett about the sun and sunscreen on YouTube. I'm going to look that up. Thank you, Christine. That's good information. Regular sunscreen you have to apply every 2 hours. Yeah, I know that. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of sunscreen right there. Okay, so let's get back to the questions. Jersey girl. This question is all about me, so I'm sorry about that, but I will answer it just so if anybody else has this as well. You lead an amazing life. You live on the ocean. You travel to Italy. You have a spiritual mission and profession. You are living my dream, LOL. How do you do it? Here's the truth. It looks a lot more glamorous from afar than it actually is. My life does not feel that glamorous. It really doesn't. And so it's like I look at other people's lives and think, oh, you know, that looks attractive to me. So it's not that I have a glamorous life. It's just that I'm able to make different kinds of choices because of the work that I do and the fact that I'm not married. You know, I don't have a house anymore. I sold my house a long time ago. So it freed me up to do a lot of things. The one thing I can say is that I'm not risk adverse at all. In other words, when I think about doing something like going to Italy for 2 months, which I did, I don't think about the downside. I just think about how cool it would be, and then I go from there. But here's the thing. The fact that I'm not risk averse, I've gotten myself in a lot of pickles over the course of my life. So it's not all, you know, it's not all fun and games all the time because I don't take things, I don't lean towards the safer choices. I lean towards, oh, that sounds like fun choices. You know, I've had to deal with the results of my choices. That's for darn sure. So I think it's give and take. I look at people who have been married for, 40 years and they have a house that, they've lived in for 38 years and, they have the same neighbors they've had the whole time. And there's a lot about that looks very attractive to me because it's so stable. My life is not stable. I'm moving around all the time. I just moved, I told you, from the ocean to a new location, and I'll be talking about that on the channel. It depends on what works for you. This just happens to be the way that I've done my life, and I'm not saying it's the right way. It's just what's worked for me. She says, okay, this is Leslie. If you end up liking the MyoLift line, I hope we can get a discount. The 31 face oil is $75. Wow. See, there you go. The Glow Maker is $28. See, I think $28 for a good vitamin C serum is reasonable. I think $75 is a lot. And that's one thing I wanted, for me, from my perspective, I don't think that good skincare needs to be crazy expensive. That's not to say that I don't think there's some good products out there that cost more money. I think that there absolutely are. But if you're looking for really effective anti-aging skincare, you don't have to pay a lot of money. I have not paid a lot of money for the skincare that I feel like has really done what I feel like is a lot for my skin. So if $75 for a great oil is fine for you, then that's great. Go ahead and do that. It's probably not something I'm going to do, but I'm sure enjoying it. So I think it's just a personal decision. We all have to decide what we like and what works for us and that sort of thing. So I see, well, that's very sweet, Ronnie. Thank you. Tree of Life serums, I haven't tried them. I will go back. What I'm going to do is go back through this chat probably tomorrow, and I'll make a note of all these things you guys want me to try, and I definitely will be putting that on the agenda. I love the I love those BoxyCharm brushes too. I use them a lot on my channel, although my daughter stole the big one. I was happy for her to have it. That's fine. Let's see. No sense in paying more than you have to get good results for, you know, I have found, here's my skincare. Here's one of my major skincare comments after doing this for about 14 months. And trust me, if you're new to my channel, go back and look at some of my very, very first videos. My skin has really improved. And it's not, you know, I'm not taking the credit. I'm giving all the credit to the products I use, because my skin was a disaster. And if you go and look back to the very first videos on my channel, you'll see that. And here's the funny thing, and you guys don't realize this, is that if I had really realized how bad my skin looked, I probably never would have videotaped it. You know, I don't think I realized how my skin looked, or at least that's my perception now that I look back. Maybe I'm not being very kind to the old me, but my skin looked terrible. The three things that I think have really helped my skin, other than just washing my face, doing a good exfoliation for a few weeks before you even get started on a skincare program, because generally there's so much old dead skin built up on your face. If you haven't had a skincare program, just wash your face, use an exfoliator a couple of days a week, do that for a month, and then start out with just a cleanser and a moisturizer and sunscreen. Once you get into the routine of doing that, then you simply add in A, B, and C. Vitamin A, vitamin B, and vitamin C, and it's super easy to remember. And what I do on my channel is I call that the Mod Squad, because that really, we remember the Mod Squad, and we remember how cool they were, and we remember that they each had something really great that they did, and they worked together as a wonderful team. So I call vitamin A, which is tretinoin or the retinol products, and then vitamin B, which is our niacinamide, and vitamin C, which is our vitamin C serum. Those three things added to your skincare routine are what I feel have done the most by far to affect the brightness and the freshness of my skin. Now, I still have the same lines and wrinkles that I had when I first started. I think they're lessening up. I think they're softening up. I think that the Retin-A is starting to work, or tretinoin. I always say Retin-A. It's like saying Kleenex for tissues. The tretinoin is starting to work, and the New Face has helped, and the NIRA has helped. But when it comes to affordable skincare, you can absolutely do it. Just use vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C. Think of them as the Mod Squad, and you're good to go. All these other serums like the niacinamide and the buffet and the matrixyl and the lactic acid and this and that, that's just kind of like side dishes to what a really good meal would be. And the really good meal is just an effective, affordable skincare program. So I was thinking about selling my place. Did you get an apartment? I'm a little scared, but I truly want to. Yeah, I got an apartment, and here's the thing, you guys. Yeah, I'll give you guys a little preview, and I always hate talking about myself. I would rather talk about a product or something. Here's what I did. I moved, and I left everything. I'm saying everything with my daughter. Everything. I moved into a 3-bedroom with nothing, not a stick of furniture. I slept on my camping cot for the first few weeks. I did not bring anything at all. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to decorate this entire place, and I'm going to do it on the channel. So you guys are going to watch, you know, walk along with me as I do the whole thing. So I've actually been here a few weeks now, and I've gotten a few things, but you'll get to see, I videotaped the entire place without anything in it before I even moved in. And I'll walk you guys through as I completely decorate. I literally had nothing, not a stick of anything. I do have a bed now, and I do have a couch, but you guys get to walk through and see them. It helps to eliminate lymphatic fluids. You know, that lymph is that's a good topic. I think that lymph is huge in our faces. And I think that a lot of the puffiness in the under eye bags that we see are really lymph. And I think I know that because of Christine Beyer. She's the gal that I watch, and she really taught me a lot of techniques for the Microcurrent, my new face device. So if you want some tips on microcurrent, her name is Christine Beyer, B-Y-E-R, and she's here on YouTube. I really like her. But she says that lymph is a really big thing. I use a pink roller. It's not a jade roller. It's the pink color, whatever the pink stone is, and a gua sha. But I've also seen that people have said that, you know, those little trampolines that you can get and put in your house and you can jump up and down on them. I've done a lot of research and read that will really help with lymphatic drainage. I don't know if they're just trying to sell the rebounders or if that's really the truth, but I have seen a few people use them here on YouTube, so I'm kind of curious about it. If anybody knows about that, go ahead and put it in the chat and I'll try to catch it. Yes, rose quartz, that's exactly it. Okay. Here's a question from Terry. She says, I'm 56 years old, had adult acne in my early 20s. Which foundation would you recommend and tools to apply the foundation that doesn't leave foundation sitting on top of the skin and making the pits obvious? You know, I think that it's not so much the foundation that's going to address that. It's going to be the primer. And if I had acne scars and had texture on my face, I would probably use the e.l.f. Putty Primer. And what that does is it acts like putty on your skin and could help with those acne scars. It's going to depend on how aggressive that scarring is. But I would definitely work on priming your face first, so then the foundation has a good surface to lay down on. I find that using a sponge to tap out my foundation, without a doubt, gives me the best coverage and finish on my skin. So that's what I'm loving, is the sponge and a good primer. Jade roller. I would not, because I feel like the Retin-A for me would be a little bit too strong on those that openings, the little tiny openings. When I derma roll, I just use moisturizer and go to bed. I try to be really, really gentle on my skin. I know that there are a lot of skincare enthusiasts that use different serums for derma rolling. I haven't got there yet, and I haven't done enough research to be able to share that. But I think the nights that I derma roll, I don't use my Retin-A. I just think it would be too irritating for my skin. Okay, next question. Says, Anne, thank you for taking our questions. You're welcome. I also use Curology, my evening routine. It's about that whole layering thing. And here we're getting back to the layering thing. And I had to laugh because I was watching a video by Dr. Dre. If you don't follow Dr. Dre, she's really fun. She's a dermatologist. She has a ton of videos on skincare here on YouTube. And she was doing a skincare layering video. And she said, I put this off for so long, and it gives me a headache every time I think about doing this video, because you don't have to worry about layering your skincare. I mean, she's just so over the whole layering thing. And the fact is, and what she said as well, is that it just all ends up sinking into your skin. And I know there's a lot of talk about different pH, and you shouldn't put niacinamide with vitamin C, and you should go from the watery stuff to the more occlusive stuff. And, you know, I suppose if you wanted to do that, it's a little bit splitting hairs. I've got a hair on my face. I'm sorry, you guys. I keep touching it. But the real, you know, the research and the, you know, the opinion, should I use this? You know, so I asked that same question too. And if I would have sat there and thought for a minute, I thought, well, just use it in the morning because it's an antioxidant. So I get that same stuff. I get that same glitch. But I think that we're overthinking it and worrying too much. In the morning when I apply all the products as you suggest, by the time I put my makeup on, it's peeling. Does that mean that your makeup is peeling up? Let me know. Let me know, Pamela, if that's what you mean. Okay, next question. Okay, this is a good one. If if you're using a multitasking serum, would you use that only and nothing else? So what she's wondering is, and this is from Annie. This is another question from Annie. And she's actually sent me a link to this multitasking serum on Amazon. It's really a great price. It was like $13. And by golly, it had everything with a kitchen sink in it. It had vitamin C and hyaluronic acid and niacinamide and a retinol and just a whole bunch of stuff. When I look at that, I think, well, wow, that's a pretty cool thing to have all that in one product. And then, you know, of course, the concept is that you just put that on and you don't have to put anything else on. But then when I started looking at the percentages of the formula in that particular multitasking serum, they were a lot lower than I would use in my skincare. And I think if I'm remembering correctly, the niacinamide was 3% in that particular formula. Well, the niacinamide that I use is 10%. So that means I'm using 3 times the amount of niacinamide by, you know, getting the niacinamide bottle. That's the only thing that I would say that you might want to look at is how much of each are you actually getting. And then it comes back to what we talked about in the beginning of thinking about what the results are that you're looking for. I know we get inundated with products, with skincare, with tools, with gadgets, and it can be overwhelming. You think, oh my gosh, I've got to get all this stuff in order to take care of my skin. And I think that that's backwards. I think we need to think about what are the results I'm looking for? What are my issues? And then go out and get something that's going to treat that particular issue. So I think that we're making it harder on ourselves than we have to. So try to back that up and think, okay, if I want to address, you know, fine lines and wrinkles, then go out and research what really does target fine lines and wrinkles. If you have redness in your skin, then go out and research what really impacts redness in your skin. My dad lives in Northern California. I used to too. You'd love to get a reading from me. Okay. I've had a few of you, I actually have quite a number of you email me and contact me about my regression therapy. And one thing I want to say is, please don't think that I am not open to other schools of thought or other belief systems. I'm absolutely totally supportive of whatever belief system works for you and helps you in your life. That's not what this is about. I think the diversity that we have on this planet is one of the most important things, because that is how we learn our lessons, is from learning to work with different people with different belief systems. So just because this is what I do, that does not mean that I don't support you and encourage you to go down the path that works for you. I do regression sessions, and I've actually done some for people who have found me through this channel. I did a Get Ready With Me where I talked all about it. So absolutely, you're welcome to email me at prettyover50@gmail.com, you know, and we can talk about it. Here's one thing I want to say. If there's anyone out here listening, that has lost a child and they would like to connect with that child, please contact me and I would like to gift you a session. So that's a very important mission for me. So if you have lost a child and you would like to connect with them, please contact me and we'll work something out. So yes, back to skincare. Where does the Ordinary's hyaluronic and 2% plus fit into the skincare routine? Hyaluronic acid is a hydrator. So clearly for me, you want to do that in the morning, you know, because I want my skin hydrated when I go out and see the world. So definitely in the morning. Remember, and I think not enough people talk about this, hyaluronic acid, the way that it works is it has these tiny little molecules. And those molecules attract moisture, they attract water. And they attract water not only from the water on your skin, but from the air. If you live in a dry climate, you have got to use a lot of moisturizer and protect that hyaluronic acid, or it's going to start sucking that moisture out of your skin. So if you're using a hyaluronic acid product, remember you have to seal that in. So use your hyaluronic acid and then use a moisturizer right after it. And that's why if you're going to be using a hyaluronic acid or doing your skincare, I always like to keep my skin nice and damp. Like in other words, I'll wash my face or just rinse my face off not pat it completely dry, and then I'll start putting my skincare on because I want that moisture from that water to stay on my skin. All right, next question here. Can you suggest a good skincare line that is reasonably priced for women over 50? Over 65? Okay, you're in my age group. My age group. Yay! If you're a 60-year-old woman, put it in the comments down below. You know, we're a little team unto ourselves. The answer is I don't think you need a good skincare line. I just think you need good individual skincare products. Again, it's a good cleanser, a good moisturizer, a good sunscreen. Then you start adding in your A, B, and C, whatever is the most appropriate for your skin. Clearly, if your skin is sensitive, you need to buy products that are going to be good for sensitive skin. If it's not sensitive, then you can go, you know, all out like I do. My skin is not sensitive. Honestly, I think I could exfoliate my skin with battery acid and it would be just fine. But that's just my skin. So you really have to work with what you got. I really, really love the CeraVe the CeraVe lubricating non-foaming cleanser. Is that the name of it? I'm second guessing myself, but it's the non-foaming cleanser from CeraVe. I don't know if there's a 50-year-old woman out there who wouldn't benefit from that. Unless you have super oily skin, it's really a lovely cleanser. So that's a good place to start. Okay. Oh, an 80. Oh, hi. Jeannie, 80, 63. Yes, 66 Ruby. Okay. A 70-year-old, 58. Awesome. Isn't this nice that we can connect? And I want to say that there's so much we can do with our skin, even at this age. And I did nothing for my skin all my life. So don't think it's too late for you because it's really not. All right. The next question is, please tell us about facial oils, where they fit into a skincare lineup, what they replace, etc. I love the results I've gotten so far. Also, she has a vitamin E serum, a vitamin E oil. Here's the thing with oils. Oils are really popular right now, and I love a good oil. I love putting on the squalane oil from The Ordinary when I'm doing my my gua sha stone. It just feels so good. There is no research done that I have found that shows that oils really impact fine lines, wrinkles, and aging skin. From what I can see, and if I find something that's different than this, oils are pretty generally they're a good moisturizer at night. And sometimes if my skin is really, really dry, like I'm going through a flaking period with my tretinoin, I'll use oils on my skin, and you know it will do that. But as far as part of an anti-aging skincare routine, I think it's an accessory. It's something that it's fun to use and it's luxurious and it's a little bit pampering and it feels good. I like the slip of the squalane oil when I'm using my gua sha stone. I think that it really helps, you know, to move that gua sha stone across my face and get, you know, the good lymph drainage. But I don't think it's actually doing much for any anti-aging issues on my skin. And clearly that's what my issue is anti-aging. So I think that oils are, for me, more of a fun and soothing and nurturing product than an anti-aging product. So I hope that's a good answer. And if anybody else has a study from PubMed or anywhere else that says differently, share it with me and I'll update my information with that. CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser, thank you. That's the name of it. And CeraVe PM Moisturizer, love them both. Those are both great, great products. Super affordable, drugstore pricing. You know, you just can't beat it. I recently purchased vegetable glycerin and it's worked great for crepey skin on my legs. I love that. Ooh, I'm going to look into that. Okay, question here. I'm 61 with very sensitive skin. What retinol products would you suggest? That's a great question, and I do have a suggestion. I have not used any retinol products because I go right to the tretinoin. But The Ordinary does have 3 that I think are really good retinol products. It's their Grand Active retinols, and they have 3 different versions, and they're different formulas. You know, they've mixed one in with a squalane oil, and they're different. One's a 5% and one's a 10%. So if it were me, if I had sensitive skin and wanted to incorporate that into my skincare routine, I would absolutely do, I'd start with The Ordinary. Here's why I like The Ordinary so much. That whole company, the whole concept of the company was created not by a skincare enthusiast, but a tech guy. Brandon was a tech guy, and he really was a concept person, and his vision was to disrupt different industries. And what disrupt means when you're in company creation is to kind of turn a whole industry on its head. And what he saw, and I kind of agree with him about that, is that the skincare industry for a long time, and I know skincare companies are going to hate hearing this, it's kind of been a cash grab, because skincare products have been wildly overpriced and wildly oversold, in my opinion. And so he saw an opportunity to bring a line to market of really effective skincare, clean skincare products that really, really work. They didn't have a lot of fluff, no big marketing plan, but they were really good, and they were super affordable, because that's what good skincare costs, very, very little. A lot of it is vitamin derivatives. And so he saw the opportunity to really disrupt the skincare industry and started The Ordinary. And of course, he branched out, and now there's NIOD, and Deciem is the parent company. But it really was the vision of disrupting an industry. And he actually had plans to go in and disrupt other industries too, the clothing industry and this and that. He passed away, so obviously that is not going to pan out. But I think he did a good job of bringing in an effective, affordable line of great products to market, so much so that other companies are now, using that same formula to create their product line. And we're seeing a lot of companies come out with very clean, very effective products at a really good price, which I think is amazing. Yeah, I think that skincare has just been overpriced for a long time, which is, what we're talking about here. I mean, I don't know what the pricing is on this product. I haven't even looked. I just thought the packaging was so beautiful. But because the packaging is very kind of sexy and attractive, it makes us want it more. We're human. We like pretty stuff. So the cost of this product is probably going to reflect that, dramatic packaging. With The Ordinary, it's very much like, the MyoLift. It just comes in little serum bottles. It's nothing fancy, and you're not going to see it advertised by a celebrity. So it's just a different kind of skincare. So I would definitely try The Ordinary. That's why I like them so much. I just think they're a great concept company there. All right. Vegetable glycerin can be ordered on Amazon. That's great. Please need more. I purchased from Amazon. The Now brand. Okay. I love the Ordinary niacinamide too. That's one of my favorite products from The Ordinary. Well, folks, does anybody have any last minute questions? We've been on here an hour. You're probably getting tired of listening to me talk. I'm sorry that the connection wasn't as good as it could have been. I don't know why. I have a really strong connection here. I'm not sure what the deal was. So I would like to do this again if you guys are interested. This has been a lot of fun, and I've enjoyed it. And I love answering your questions. Oh, here's something. You guys, come and follow me over on Instagram. I'm pretty over 50 on Instagram, and here's why I want you to follow me. I suck at Instagram. I'm just the worst, but I think that it could be a good place to get out quick information to you if I find something on sale, or if there's something that I want to tell you about, or something, that sort of thing. So is Instagram where you would like to hear from me, or is it Facebook, or you want me to email you? Whatever it is, but come follow me on Instagram. I'm really trying to get better at it, and I'm thinking that you guys can help me. Let me know what you use Instagram for and how I could be helpful and useful to you over on Instagram. That would be great. So This was fun. I had a lot of fun. Thank you guys. This is the best Friday night I've had in a long time, so I appreciate that. If you'd like to do this again, let me know, and we can definitely schedule it for the future. I love answering your questions. I love hanging out with you guys because, it's just me and the cat here right now. I do have a bed, though, and a couch, so things are looking up. Anyway, thank you for joining me. Again, I'm Kimberly. This is Pretty Over 50, where we talk everything makeup, skincare, and style for the over 50 woman. Make it a wonderful weekend. I'm sending you all my blessings, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.